Well, I will say that the film Primate, this one is generic. It's nothing special. It does get underwhelming at parts throughout the movie, but at the same time, this is not one of the worst horrors I've seen in recent memory either. Having seen this during its opening weekend, I had a lot of time to think about this movie. So basically, the story is about a adopted chimpanzee named Ben who ends up getting infected with rabies, and then he becomes violent towards everyone around him. You want to talk about generic? This movie, it has a lot of issues that I couldn't just get over. I didn't really like any of the characters. Some of them made asinine decisions, which I found annoying. For example, one of the characters is looking for a cell phone. I was like, really? You're not going to even try to look for a weapon to fight off Ben? It was moments like that, among some other things, that makes this a movie that doesn't have a whole lot of good things going for it. Although at least it's somewhat entertaining despite the issues that this one does have. This film does remind me of Cujo, but instead, of course, is a crazy chimpanzee going around killing human characters left and right. But one of my biggest gripes of this movie is that none of the human characters are interesting. Sure, Lucy and Aaron, they probably could have been great characters if they was given better character development. Even their father, who is a deaf guy, he doesn't get enough exploration into any of his backstory. Like, how exactly did they get Ben? How long has Ben been in the family? Questions that I had all throughout when I was watching this movie. They ain't do enough to make this really stand out. Ben, he reminds me of Michael Myers from the original Halloween movie. Every time you think he's not in the room, he is. And I really like how they played that up. I mean, they could use CGI, but they used practical effects, putting a guy into a chimp costume. I thought that was pretty cool. Sure, the kills are gnarly. There is some irritating moments, but it's few and far in between. Overall, when it comes down to it, this isn't really worth seeing in the movie theaters. I'll say wait till it come out on streaming, just because it really doesn't offer anything that special in my opinion. I'm giving this film a 6 out of 10. Yeah, my expectations weren't too high going into this. I mean, this was the first 2026 movie I've seen this year. Honestly, if they would have treated Ben more like a family member when he contacts rabies and start attacking everybody, then I probably would have cared a lot more. But because they didn't go down that route, then it makes the whole film feel anticlimactic. Now, granted, while this isn't one of the best horrors I've seen, it did keep my attention somewhat. It's just that unfortunately, due to a weak story and lack of strong character development, I found it to be an underwhelming cinematic experience. And that's my review of Primate. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this movie. Alright, this is Slum Guy 172 saying peace out.